Well, hey, good morning, everybody. It's 7 o'clock Monday morning. It's time for your PGM, your personal growth moment with me here, Coach White. Excuse me. This background's a little bit different. My techno, my lovely, beautiful wife, who I miss dearly already, um, has had to travel. We've had a sudden death in the family. My beautiful sister-in-law, Kristen, her father died at the end of last week. And so she's down there for the viewing and the funeral. And I just want to, I miss you, babe. Miss you here. So the setup is a little bit different. She usually takes great care of me here and getting us set up, but I'm doing the best I can here. And again, so if you have some prayers, hey, Kim, good to see you this morning. Uh, if you would just pray for my sister-in-law and the family, and obviously the Word family and all the grandkids who have just, who love him so much. He's a really great guy. A tremendous individual, late 70s, but you would think he was in his 50s. He's just so fit and just, man, what a great person, man, a fantastic person, in fact. I enjoy being around him. Such an encourager, too. Such a builder of everybody else. And, but he's gone to see the Lord. And I know he's getting to see things that we all look forward to seeing one day somewhere down the road. But until then, it's you and I, and make today awesome. I don't know about you, but I intend to make today awesome. And I like this cup because it's a constant reminder that, I am the author and finisher of my day. God is the author and finisher of my life, but I'm the one that determines what's going on. Hey, hallelujah. And the wife's watching. George, great to see you this morning. Eli, oh man, what's going on? I know you're up and at it, man. Businessman, about to be a wealthy, rich man. He's already on his way. Great businessman. Excuse me while I drink a little coffee right there. And but I'm excited about this week. I don't know if you know this. Those of you living in Chicago, probably close to here, Milwaukee too. I guess we're supposed to get a snowstorm that's supposed to start about 4 or 5 o'clock today, and I think it's going to go all night long through tomorrow. It's supposed to be our first big one. And I've been blessed because I really haven't had to shovel much this year. But I've been getting in the weight room, getting my back strong, my arms strong, my legs strong. Because it's always like when I come in from shoveling, I feel tired. But the next day I'm going, why are my hamstrings hurting? Why are my quads hurting? My back's a little sore. Shoveling, it's an exercise I have not been doing, and so those muscles have not been working toward that to develop to be able to prepare for that. So just to let you know that if you didn't think about those things today, get ready for the snow coming here in Chicago. We have been blessed with pretty good weather for the most part, so I've been excited about that as well too. Not a lot of shoveling, hasn't been freezing cold outside either. So and today we're going to talk about iron sharpeneth iron. Man, I thought about that the other day, and I said, man, I think that's a good one we need to talk about because a lot of people just they see conflict or opposition as something that's harming, but many times it's the very thing that you need to get you moving in the right direction to help you become who you need to be in life and who you desire, more importantly, to be in life. And so we're going to talk about iron sharpeneth iron today. And so I'm looking forward to that. So again, hit like, hit share on there. Let people know that I'm on this morning and you're watching and they get a chance to watch. And we're going to talk about how your work environment, what's it like? What's it doing for you? What's it not doing for you? And I think that's one of the great things that people need to start looking at. What is the environment around me doing to me and for me? All right. And how am I utilizing that environment? All right. That's my last sip of my Bustelo coffee. If you're wondering what kind of coffee I drink, yes, it's Bustelo. Love my Bustelo in there. And it's a French vanilla cream with no sugar. No sugar. I've been backing off that sugar for quite a while now. All right, let's get started here. Yeah, gym time. Talk about it. My arms aren't as big as yours yet, but I'm getting there, Eli. And I know George, he works out too. He's a maniac. I like one of the terms George says, yeah, this week or this month, I'm shredding. I'm going shredding. He's got a whole process that he works with that. I'm not even going to go into that. George may have to have your own website and talk about shredding. Okay. All right, here we go. See, when you look at your environment, are you being challenged or are you walking in complacency? The environment you surround yourself with will either move you forward or keep you right where you are. And so you want to be where you're constantly growing and developing skills that are helping you to enlarge your mind, enlarge your capacity, enlarge who you are. And I thought that's where the scripture comes in, Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpeneth iron. So a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. You want to be in a place where those around you are sharpening your thinking and your skills. Man, I don't ever want to grow dull in my life. No, I don't ever want to grow dull. Um, there's a guy, Stephen King, writes, is the author of a lot of books. I'm not a big fan of what because he writes all those horror stuff. But I saw this quote and I thought, man, I think this quote works perfectly for what we're talking about today. It says, talent is a dull knife that will cut nothing unless it is wielded with great force. See, competition doesn't always have to be destructive. It can be constructive. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be dull. I don't ever want to be dull. No matter where I'm at, I don't want to be dull. I like what Simon Bailey says. When I come in the room, I don't want to just be in the room. I want to be the room. That may sound egotistical, but I don't want to just be in the room. I want to be the room, man. And so many times, a lot of us, we see competition as something destructive, as something instead of something constructive. And it all depends on how you view it. Too many people see it as, well, they're going to expose my inadequacies, they're going to expose my weaknesses, when you really should be seeing it as a time to introduce you to what you can yet become. You know, this past year, I talk about it constantly. The remote teaching that came up, man, did it expose the weaknesses? Did it expose what I don't know about technology? Good gosh, it did. But here's the thing, I surrounded myself with those who were familiar with technology, not only the computer with my wife and my brother in law, and he prayed for me about that, which is another story. But I put myself around the teachers who also knew the programs we were going into. And I would talk to them and listen to them. They were like mentors to me. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. And so they helped introduce me to things I did not know, helped prep me to learn things I was not familiar with. And now I'm excelling at enough of the programs to be able to teach my kids on a regular basis and do a good job teaching them. Not a half-baked job, but a good job. So how you respond to the competition you are experiencing will be the difference between success and stagnation. I'm not going to say failure because you're going to be right where you are, but do you want to stagnate where you are or do you want to be successful at where you are? All right. So this morning, I want to help you discover if your place is sharpening you or making you dull. Dull. All right. I got a few points here. Ready? Number one, are you being equipped to lead? Man, I think that's a huge one right there. See, one of the main roles of where you are should be to equip and empower you to grow, to help you become a future leader. Your environment should be implementing some form of training or requirements where you have to learn new skills. I know for me as a teacher, every 5 years, I have to have 120 hours, okay, of personal development. Yep, that's required. So within my 5 years of training, in that 5 years, I have to go to 120 hours of personal development classes. In fact, this past summer, I was doing like 90 of those hours because I was behind. So I'm an environment that's constantly requiring me to go through more training. Right now, I have a training that I have to do for safe schools training. Okay, that's more training. So I always have something that's moving me forward, helping me develop, helping me learn more skills so that I can become a teacher and eventually be a leader. Now, people have always asked me, Coach, why don't you become an athletic director? I don't want to become an athletic director. That's too many hours away from home. I have to be at every single sport. I'm gone enough when basketball starts. You can ask my wife on that one. So a good work environment should be helping people discover their unique ability to contribute to the team's vision. Um, your environment should be like a coach. You know, I'm a basketball coach, and what I do is I help each player find their fit so they can have the greatest impact on the team, the greatest impact when we have against competition. And your job should be helping you to find your niche, find your fit, equipping you so that you can have the greatest impact to your team or your work environment success, but also have personal growth for you. Yeah, your place should have resources that are directly rated to helping you improve your personal growth. See, I believe this turnover at a place. There's a lot of places that have great turnover. Okay, people come, people go, people come, people go. But turnover should not just be about people leaving their job, but people moving on because they were better equipped to do more and become leaders somewhere else. All right, number two. Man, that's good stuff right there. I hope you're really paying attention this morning. Number two, do the people in your environment have mentors? Gosh, a mentor should be someone who inspires and challenges those around you to grow. A mentor impacts the mentee to realize that they are capable of accomplishing more. Can't, I can't tell you how encouraging. I can name a few of the teachers that I work with, constantly encouraging me, man, helping me realize I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. You see, mentors provide the necessary experiences that stimulate the team's creativity and reduce stagnation. Man, what I like about our team at school, we have a good group of teachers. We're really trying to help each other, work with each other, give creative ideas to one another, just give stuff to one another to help things get better, work with different students. Man, we just got a great, because everybody's a mentee in some different, a mentor in some different area. And that's what's so great about where I work. I personally, I would never have had the success I had in coaching high school and Division I athletes if not for the mentors I had at Weber High School. Gosh, I could name three guys right there that were just huge in my life. I could not be the preacher that I have been if not for my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, and my wife, and those who have invested in my life and helping me become who I am. See, the mentor's job is to connect you with the examples, knowledge, and skills that are needed for you to become the person that you desire to be. That's their job, man. Hallelujah. I like when you got it, George. Find out where each person fits, make the team stronger. Also expose weaknesses during the one-on-ones, provide growth opportunities. Got it. See, George is a leader. George is the boss of a lot of people, so he understands exactly what I'm talking about. Number three, opposition is not always destructive. When you look at the context of Proverbs 27:17, sharpening one another is a form of constructive opposition. Constructive opposition. You know, I heard Joel Osteen the other day. I was driving around and I have XM radio. And so sometimes I'll pop on Joel Osteen and I'm listening to him a little bit. And out of blue, he says, we need to be around people who keep us sharp. I'm thinking, man, I got to put that in the lesson here for this morning. And it says, we need to be around people who keep us sharp. See, the right opposition initiates a drive and a ferocity to be more focused and more creative. I look at my days in athletics. In order for me to hold my starting spot, my opposition was always trying to take my spot. So I had to have greater drive, more ferocity, and I had to be more focused and more creative about what I was going to do on the court to keep my position. All right. And so that's what your opposition should be doing to you. Is it driving you? Is it raising your level of enthusiasm, your motivation? Is it keeping you focused on what you need to be doing? Here's a couple examples. The airplane's ability to fly is based on its opposition to the air. A lot of people, the development in your muscles is what? It's based on the resistance that your muscles get from the weights. And me as a teacher, I don't give tests to students fail. A lot of people say, well, how these standardized tests are to cause students to fail. No, we don't give tests for students to fail, but to help them learn and develop and to grow personally. That's what those are all about. Gabe, good to see you this morning. Rhonda, thank you for joining me this morning. We're almost done, but you can come back and watch this a little bit later. See, every environment should have a certain amount of opposition to sharpen people and equip them to reach their highest level of potential. I'm looking up there for some reason because I'm used to the screen being there. It's here right now. But I got to get back to here. But I'll get back to normal on this. So wherever you're at, is your environment, does it have enough opposition to sharpen you and equip you and position you? Come on, that's it. Position you now to reach your highest level of potential. See, if you're not being challenged or stimulated to grow, then you might need to go, especially if you want to live motivated. All right. God bless you. Have a great day. I hope I was helpful today. I think, man, I was really excited about this. Iron sharpens iron. God bless you. Have a great week. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Tuesday, Living the Good Life with me and Bobby Joe. We'll be together and we'll be bringing you, man, I got a good word for tomorrow night already. Man, I work on this stuff all weekend. A lot of people go run around. I'm working on this stuff all weekend because I'm dedicated to building you. God bless you. Love you guys.